What's up, guys? Today we're talking about James Charles because so much has happened, yet so little action is being taken and people are mad. It's a mess, so let's get into it.
Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
Before we get into the tea, I just want to thank Adam and Eve for sponsoring today's video. Adam and Eve is an online adult store and they've given me a discount code for you guys over the age of 18 to use. All you gotta do is go to adameve.com and use code SPILL at checkout. With code SPILL, you guys are gonna get 50% off of one item in your cart, and the good news is, if you live in either Canada or the US, code SPILL is gonna get you guys free shipping. You never have to worry when shopping with Adam and Eve because their customer service team is truly amazing. They have 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns, and what I really love about them is the fact they donate 20% of their profit to fight the spread of HIV and AIDS. Adam and Eve also ships their packages very discreetly, so you never have to worry about that either. Thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to use code SPILL, and let's get into the tea. So, this James Charles situation started off as a small story that no one was really paying attention to. James got to go on with his life and completely act like nothing even happened. Well, not anymore. James Charles is actually being covered by mainstream media now, and that's when you know this is really bad. Now, remember last week when I said the like to dislike ratio was shocking with an overwhelmingly high amount of likes? Well, that's changing too. Right now, James's Holding Myself Accountable video has 175,000 dislikes and 262,000 likes. Still a shocking amount, but it's starting to get up there. Since the situation is starting to gain more and more attention, people are now looking towards brands like Morphe to hold James to the same standard that they've held other influencers to. Look what happened last year. Jeffree Star got into some drama and his past was brought to light, and Morphe dropped him. By dropping Jeffree, they also dropped Shane Dawson. Let's also not forget, Laura Lee was dropped after like 10-year-old tweets were dug up. Now, I'm not saying Morphe wasn't well within their right to drop these influencers. At the end of the day, they have to protect their business. But here's the thing. This stuff with James isn't stuff that happened 10 years ago. It's stuff that's happening right now, like back in December. Yet here we are over a month into the situation and it's been silence from Morphe. They've actually restocked his eyeshadow palette and promoted it on Instagram. During the midst of the situation, after James released his Holding Myself Accountable video, Morphe posted a photo promoting his palette. They got so much backlash, they eventually had to remove the shout out to James and his palette. A mess. People are starting to really side-eye Morphe and wonder what exactly is holding them back from speaking out about James. Here's what people had to say. I bet they have some sort of contract with James that makes them unable to cut ties with him. It's strange how they threw Jeffree away in a day, but James has had these allegations go on for months and we haven't heard anything from Morphe regarding the issue. Wow. Morphe dropped Jeffree Star for things he did many years back, some things upwards of 10 years back, but James is literally a current and they're still promoting him. It's crazy. They also dropped Manny MUA for simply having drama with Laura Lee and Jeffree Star, but they can't drop an admitted. A lot of people seem to be thinking maybe there's some type of contract in place and it's holding Morphe tied to James despite what's going on. But guys, come on. Morphe is literally worth millions and millions, actually probably billions by now. If they really wanted out of a contract, they would probably be able to get out. I'm sure they had huge contracts with Jeffree Star and they pulled that real quick. It has to be something else. Kevin James Bennett, who's like really huge in the beauty world, has his own theory. He said, it's pretty obvious why Morphe brushes, or should I say Forma brands, are protecting their cash James Charles. They must have a lot of money invested in his new brand. Why else would they drop other major influencers so easily, but be silent about it admitted? We all know James had his own makeup line in the works, and it's very possible he's working with Forma brands to create his line. It seems like influencers who have a really good relationship with Morphe always go with Forma brands when they release their own line of cosmetics. For example, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, Forma brands. It could be possible Sister Beauty is partially owned by Forma, aka Morphe, and that's why they're so silent. Money and losing lots of it. Although Morphe hasn't publicly released a statement yet, they actually responded to a drama channel named Rich Lux, and what they had to say was a big yikes. We understand your concerns and we take the situation very seriously. Morphe does not condone online behavior in any form. It is and has always been our goal to create a positive, safe, and empowering space where all beauty lovers can freely share their artistry and passion for cosmetics. We have been actively looking into the recent allegations against James Charles and have suspended marketing of the Morphe x James Charles collaboration while we continue to evaluate and monitor the situation. After that email got out, Morphe's comment section literally flooded with comments about never supporting Morphe Cosmetics again. It got so bad they actually turned the comments off for a few hours. It seems like people are mad at how that whole email was even worded. They're gonna seize the advertising of the James Charles palette, but they aren't gonna stop selling it? It's literally still for sale on their website and is also listed under Forma brands. Some people think this whole email just means that they're waiting for the backlash to settle down a little bit so they can sneakily slide James right back in. So far, the reactions to Morphe's statement are really bad. They definitely have a new collection with him and don't want to have to lose money from all that product. Allegations? He literally said he did it. He made his confession to millions. In my opinion, it sounds like they were gonna let it slide until now, and they're using vague language to try and buy them time. Honestly, as the days go on, it just seems like more and more things are starting to come out about James, and it's not looking good for him or the brands that still support him. People actually started to bring up the TikTok Bachelor competition that James held, where he set out to look for love on the app.
Hi, James here. I can't believe I'm making this video right now, but I feel like this can't hurt and I don't think it'll turn into a scandal either, so I guess here goes nothing. I made one major observation after downloading TikTok a few weeks ago, and that is that this app is pretty much a dating app. Let's be real. Everyone on here is either in a very cute relationship or is painfully single, and unfortunately for me, I fall into that second group of people. Surprise, surprise. In 2020, however, I'm trying to change that. Okay, I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more, and I want to get wiped up. So I want to play TikTok Bachelor.
At the time, it might have seemed really harmless, but knowing what we know now, it just seems like a recipe for disaster and honestly pretty irresponsible on his part. I'm just wondering what's going to happen from here. Is James going to speak out again and try and do damage control? Is Morphe actually going to drop him? And if they do, what does that mean for his brand? If James did have makeup ready to go and is just sitting around somewhere, that's a lot of lost money for a lot of people. The ironic thing about this whole situation is the fact James should have had a massive wake-up call after Bye Sister and changed how he acted on social media. Instead, I feel like he got way too comfortable and the problem became even bigger than it was before. I just wish I was a fly on Tati's wall right now. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about everything down below. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button because it really does help my channel, and I'll see you next time.